there, I'm Natasha. This is Always Be Crafting, my channel here on YouTube. And today is Saturday, February 1st. Hallelujah, we made it to February. And on Saturdays, I sew. So welcome to Saturday. Right before I started talking, you should have seen some footage of me sewing. Yay! I have been making heart-shaped hot pads, you know, the kind you put your hand in to pick up hot things. And since I had purchased some more Insulbrite is that specialized interfacing, or what's it also called? There's another word. The things you put inside. Like when you put inside a quilt, you put in batting or wadding. You could also put in this like specialized material. It's not just interfacing. There's another word that I'm not thinking of. If I think of it, I'll write it on the screen. And if I haven't thought of it, maybe you're thinking of it and you're shouting it at me and I don't remember what it is. But Insulbrite, if that's a brand name, I'm not sure, but that's the only one I know that has like metallic to it, and it's heat distributing and it protects your hands. So you use it on the inside of things like hot pads or, you know, the hand things. So I'm doing that. I made some heart-shaped ones. You saw me making at least one this morning. The rainbow ones are over there. I've already made, before that, I had already made like 2 Sundays ago, I had made this one, the red and white heart ones. And then during the week, I made one to match, kind of flip-flop. So it has the white hearts on the outside. I had done this from a kit from So Hungry Hippie, using the So Hungry Hippie template. And the kit came with more of the white fabric than it did with the red. So it was easier for me to make the secondary one with the white than with the red. So I couldn't make a pair of matching with the outside in red, if that makes sense, because I didn't have enough. But I had scrap fabric and I thought to myself, what can I do with the leftover scraps of this adorable heart? I know it's Moda, but I don't remember the designer on it. Sorry, but it's adorable, right? These cute little, these hearts, these Valentine hearts. So you probably saw me making that this morning. I took Insulbrite foam, leftover foam from a project. It wasn't my normal foam. I usually use By Any Soft and Stable. Like that is my usual foam, but this was leftover foam from Wonderground Fabrics. I don't know if this foam is like their foam that they produce, but I had received it in a bag making kit and I thought, why not use it? I had a little bit left over, so I used a scrap of that foam and I layered it in between 2 layers of Insulbrite. And then in that sandwich, I used leftover scraps of the red and white pink hearts mixed in with some leftover starry that I had used on my tennis shoe. No, not on my tennis shoe, on the quilt for my nephew. This was the binding and backing on the quilt for my nephew that I had made over Christmas. If you've been here a while, which I hope you have, but if you're new, welcome. Please stay a while. I've made lots of videos over the last 2 years. Go back and watch. You can see the evolution. I still have lots to learn, but hopefully I'm learning and growing. That's what this is all about. Anyways, the starry is from Ruby Star Society. And also, I think they're in conjunction with Moda, maybe? Anyways, they work fabulous with Moda fabrics. So I thought that would be fun to use. And then I just used a plain black on the back when I quilted it. So you would have seen me do that. Let me see, what can I tell you about that? So I sandwiched the Insulbrite foam, sewed that together, like just around the corner, around the edges. And then I started layering up my strips, just laying them out. My last one to go on was this middle one, my middle starry. So it was kind of folded over at the edge to cover up the ends because I kind of came in from both corners. You would have seen me do that to kind of make it all fit. Then I squared off my edges to make sure I had a rectangle. I still have to double check my measurements to make sure I actually have a true rectangle, which I'll do before I bind it, which is my next step, is binding. And what else did I do? Oh, before I put on the backing and quilting it, then I used a glue stick to glue on my backing fabric, because since that was going to be underneath, I didn't want it to get all jammed up under my feed dogs. I wanted it to stay very even, so I just used a glue stick to keep that intact while I was feeding it through for quilting. And is there anything else I can tell you? That's about it. And then I just used my ruler, went around a few times, checked, squared it off. I'm going to check again to make sure it's an actual rectangle, as squared off as possible. It's pretty good. It might be a little wonky. As I'm looking at it, this corner looks a little wonky, but it's pretty close to a rectangle. So it's probably good enough, but I'll probably tighten that up a little bit. I'm debating on rounding the corners because I always like rounded corners. And then it's easier to bind because then I can use bias binding, which I love bias binding. Not everybody does, but I do. When you round your corners, you can use bias binding, and then, I don't know, it's just easier. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about right now, is rounding off my corners and bias binding it, making it an oval instead of a rectangle. So that's the debate in my head at the moment. But why am I making this, Natasha? That is the question. Why are you making this, Natasha? Well, this is going to be part, not all, but part of my February gift for my Elfster. So there is a Facebook group I'm a part of called Crafted with Love. And if you found me, if you were maybe my January Elfster, I actually got 2 Elfsters in January. I was very lucky. And if you found me that way, welcome. If we get paired again, then you kind of are getting a sneak peek of part of your gift if we get paired again. But this is not the entire gift. I'm not going to divulge all of it, but this is going to be part of it, because the February theme is crafted with love. No, the group is crafted with love. Love is in the air is the theme for February. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say. This is part of my February gift. And I'm going to leave the rest of it. And this could change, obviously, after I get assigned my person and I find out a little bit more about what they like. I may decide to scrap this idea and give this to someone else, or keep it for myself and do something completely different for my Elfster. But just in case the person I get assigned might like this, then I wanted to get a jump start on it, because we only have 10 days to make a gift. And my last time I got 2 people and it was awesome. And I'm really proud of the gifts I made for them. But after seeing all the gifts other people gifted and received, and did I show off the gifts I received? I didn't even show off the gifts I received. Hold on. Okay, I'll do that in a second because I have to find them, because I think they're like behind me sort of somewhere, but I didn't plan yet. Okay, I'm going to find them in a moment. But after we've been gifted and receiving things, I realized, I could do so much better. People are like giving chocolate and like little treats, and like I just gifted each person like one thing basically. And like the person who got the notebook, I'm really proud of the notebook, but it's like, it was just a notebook. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should have included bookmarks, or I should have included, I don't know. Maybe I should have included more. Maybe I should have included chocolate. And the person I gave the bag to, I think she really likes the bag, but maybe I should have put more things in it. So I'm really pleased with the things I got too. This is not a complaint. I love my little purse. I was gifted a little purse and a little wallet, and they're so stinking cute. All right, I'm going to pause you. I'm going to go get them. Hold on. Be right back. I didn't even have to stand up. I just turned because they were right behind me. Okay, look at this adorable purse. Isn't that so sweet? And her gift tags, look, I think she does her own photography. Look at that beautiful hawk. Isn't that gorgeous? She does photography and art too. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. Francine, you're amazing. Did you go by Francine or Franny? Anyways, and it's a little Velcro pouch. I love it. It's got 2 pockets. So easy. You can put your phone in it, sling it on, keep it under your jacket even. It's like when you're going around. So stinking easy. And then this cutie patootie wallet. You know, I love me my Snap wallets. I also make Snap wallets, so I can appreciate what she did here. And look at the bees. The bees, and I love how she coordinated it with that yellow fabric. I love it. And love it, love it, love it. Love the little pockets. I love it. So I'm gonna stick that in my purse for my little extra like gift cards and stuff. Because I'm always losing gift cards, and I am lucky enough to receive gift cards from students because I teach, and I am very lucky in that regard. So this is going in my purse. I love it. So again, I was very lucky to receive 2 beautiful gifts, and I loved what I made, but I kind of wanted to up my game just a little bit. So I thought, okay, this is the beginning of what I'm making, and it will coincide with something else that I have planned if I think it's appropriate for the person I get assigned in our Elfster gifting thing. If you're interested, if you're saying, Natasha, what are you talking about, Elfster? So Crafted with Love is a group on Facebook that you can ask to join. And it is a monthly gifting group where each month you get paired with someone in your home country. They do this by country because they don't want you to have to like deal with the customs and the crazy shipping that you would incur. But the group, like you're on Facebook with people from other countries. But when you are assigned a person, you're assigned someone in your home country. So since I'm in the United States, I'm going to be paired with someone else in the United States to gift to. But as I'm looking in the group, I'm looking at people in the UK. And there might be people in other countries, but I definitely know the UK is at least another country involved. Canada might also be involved. There might be people in Canada in the group, but I definitely know for sure because I know the organizer, for example, is in the UK. And I found out about the group from another another YouTuber named Sam. So Let's Sparkle with Sam. I mentioned her last time I talked about the group. That's who I learned about the group from, and she is a UK YouTuber. So that's how I discovered the group. And I went and I did whatever questions I had to answer to join the group. And it's for any kind of crafter. I know I've seen people who did like some silversmithing in the group, jewelry making. There are other sewists like myself. I do a lot of sewing, but not only sewing. And the other item I'm thinking of putting into this is not sewing. But that's for another day. I'll have to tell you about it later. Today is Saturday. On Saturdays I sew. So anyways, yeah. Okay. It's 11:15 already, and I have to decide what binding I'm putting on this item so I can finish this up. And I wanted to also try to cut out a bag before I leave. I have rehearsal this afternoon because next weekend I'm doing a library concert. If you're new, again, welcome. If you've been here before, then you may have heard me speak that my day job is that of a music teacher, specifically preschool. So anybody really 0 through 5 is like my bread and butter. Like that's my age range I deal with most frequently. But I have done music in higher ages as well. And next weekend, I'm going to be doing a concert of sorts with a local orchestra, and we're going to be doing a library concert, and it's going to be Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus by Mo Willems, and I'm excited to be being a part of that performance next Saturday, but we have rehearsal today. So I have rehearsal today for that concert next Saturday, and tomorrow I work. Back teaching my classes tomorrow. I teach Sunday through Friday, generally speaking, and that's why Saturdays are very sacred to me because Saturday mornings are like my sacred sewing time, generally speaking. Okay, that's enough chat. And thank you again for being here. Hopefully you'll get to see me pick out binding because that's next on my to-do list. And I'm still debating, like my brain is still clicking over whether I'm going to keep this rectangular or whether I'm going to curve the edges, make it more oval. I guess I could just curve the edges like with a very small curve, so it still is basically a rectangle, just with soft edges, instead of like a true oval with large rounded edges. Maybe I'll do that. All right, I'll turn you around so you can see what I do. And then, yeah, I think that's probably all the chatting I'll do for today. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. If you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up. And thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.